What is up, guys? Shiny Delphox here, back with another video. And today, it is my first battle for the PokeTuber Showdown, Clash of the YouTubers. That's what it's called. So basically, what this is so there's two teams, and then people on one team fight all the people from the other team. They upload their battles and stuff. It's OU battles and stuff, and the person in the end that has the most wins, or not the most wins, but the best record, is like the champion. And they might have I don't know, I don't know what the prize is or anything. I'll link Orange's vid down below where he announced all the stuff too. So, as you can see, I'm packing a little Stolly OU team right here with a Chansey, a Clefable, Toxapex, what's it called, Tangrowth, Tapu Fini, and a Megalodios. Should have had Celesteela on this team. But this team has barely any offense. My most offensive mons are the two all the way to the right, Tapu Fini and Megalodios, and then the set for Clefable is Calm Mind Stored Power. I mean, not Calm Minds, the Cosmic Power. So let's get right into this, because this was kind of a long battle. I'll keep that on normal. So he leads with his Landorus. I just get off an HPS because I don't want to deal with this thing. As he gets up his Rock Switch, isn't that bad. I go into my Toxapex right here, anticipating a U-turn, as he knocks off, which is unfortunate because it was my Black Sludge early. And then he gets off a U-turn as he goes into his Zapdos, and then I go into my Latias to get some offensive pressure on that thing. And also I can take this Heat Wave because he was probably thinking of going to Tangrowth. Actually, no, I wasn't with Tangrowth. Wait, no, I was in the Toxapex. So he goes into his own Chansey right here as I defog away. These are Stealth Rocks. And then I set up a Calm Mind here, but he goes into a Scizor, and I can't OHKO this thing because I don't have Flamethrower or HPS anything. So I go into my Toxapex. As he U-turns out, I get up a Baneful Bunker here to poison this thing as he Zen Headbutts. And then I go for a second Baneful Bunker to see if he wants to U-turn or Zen Headbutt again. As he Zen Headbutts again, I fail it, but then I see he's not going for U-turns, so I'm going to go into my Megalodios as he Zen Headbutts. And then I predict a U-turn and go back into my Toxapex. And then he goes into his Scizor. And then right here, so this Scizor sets up a Swords Dance. I don't have any fire moves on this team. Well, I have a fire move, but that's on Clefable. You'll see what happens with that later. So he sets up a Swords Dance, and this thing is really threatening to my team. It probably OHKOs my Clefable if I don't have a Cosmic Power up. And then it OHKOs my whole team. Except for Toxapex, but Toxapex can't do anything to it because it doesn't have haste. As thankfully he gets off a U-turn right here as I go into my Fini. And then here comes the so right there, the Rotom went for Volt Switch. I knew I could live the Volt Switch, but unfortunately it went 125%, which meant I couldn't get my substitute up, which is unfortunate, because that's the reason why I left my thing in, but whatever. As I go into my Latias here to take a Thunderbolt, but right here, that must be a Showdown glitch or something, because Misty Terrain's up, and Misty Terrain doesn't let any stat effects happen, but I got paralyzed. Really, it doesn't make too much of a difference, but it just didn't let me get some chip on some mons because I get paralyzed right there, and then it made me slower than this Scizor, which meant there were 2 turns of chip from Dragon Pulse that I could have gotten off right there that I didn't. I don't know how much that mattered, but still. As I stack off my Tapu Fini right here to a V-Create. And then now that his stats are lowered, I go into my Toxapex hoping that I can kill it with a Scald. But no, wait. I went for a Baneful Bunker to scout out what he wanted to do. And then he goes into his Chansey as I try and Toxic, but he heal bells. And then I tried Toxic, but the terrain, which I forgot about. Well, I didn't forget it, but I forgot about it, but then I misclicked, and then it was too late to cancel. Then I go into my Tangrowth right here as he goes back into his Scizor, and I get off a knockoff. I anticipated the Victini to come in, that's why. And then I take that U-turn and go for a Giga Drain, anticipating the Rotom to come back in, but then back in comes the Scizor, and I'm just going to sacrifice off my... Wait, no, I'm not, because I get the Regenerator back. So I go into my Toxapex, and then he turns out into his Zapdos, and then I live that Thunderbolt on low HP, and I can get a Toxic off on this thing. Try and strip it down. And then I can get my Regenerator and go back. So I go into my Clefable right here, and then... since he switched out, he probably doesn't have Roar on any of his Mons, because I'm pretty sure out of all the Mons, that's the only one that can get Roar. So I start setting up Cosmic Powers here. In comes the Chansey. So this thing's sack fodder, basically. We're not sack fodder, setup fodder. So I just keep setting up Cosmic Powers on this thing. He Thunder Waves me, which that turns out to be detrimental, as you will see in a couple turns. Use Seismic Tosses here, but I have Soft Boiled, so I can just keep going for my Cosmic Powers. As he keeps Seismic Tosses, I get paralyzed right here, which that's not where it was that bad. It's later where it's bad, because I can just heal off that damage with the Soft Boiled right here. And then I go back to Cosmic Powering as he goes into his Victini. Wait, no, I stored power there. And then I start going for more Cosmic Powers as he V-creates there. Or did I Soft Boiled right this turn? No, I Cosmic Powered. And then I can Soft Boil this turn as he V-creates. And then I get back to high HP. Then he switches out into his Scizor, watch these turns. Okay. So, I have Fire Blast on my Clefable. Watch what happens right here. He sets up a Swords Dance. I get paralyzed. Okay? He Bullet Punches. I live. I get paralyzed. He knock off straight here. And I miss a Fire Blast! This is where freaking haxed me all game. It was up here. I forgot what happened, but something happened. I remember. And then 3 turns. Ugh. I could have just gotten rid of the Scizor right there. I knew it would kill because it's quite effective. And if you guys remember, even before this, I hate Scizor. It's swept me so many times. I hate this thing with a passion, unless I'm using it, of course. And then just hacks got it all over me. So now I go into my Chansey on the Zapdos right here. He switches out into his Rotom as I just get off the Seismic Toss. He Will-O-Wisps here, which that means he can't get off a Toxic, which is actually kind of good for me. He Volt switches right here. So I just go for another Seismic Toss, which will 2-hit KO this Scizor from the range hat. It gets off a knockoff right here, which I pretty much lost at this point already. But I kill off the Scizor, which is nice. And then I go into my Toxapex on this Zapdos, hoping that he'd go for Heat Wave, anticipating the Tangrowth, but he doesn't. And then, as the last ditch effort, somehow, maybe get a misclick or something, I go for the Protect, Baneful Monk or something, and then I go for the Protect here on my Chansey. Same thing. Maybe he'd like get a misc. Maybe since it's dragging on, he'd get a misclick, but he doesn't. Kills my Toxapex, kills my Tangrowth with Heat Wave. And also, just to mention, he didn't miss a single Heat Wave, which is like BS because I got paralyzed 2 times and then missed a Fire Blast. And then I go into my Chansey right here as it gets taken out by the Thunderbolt. GG to Orange, Pokemon Trainer Orange. Oh, that was such a haxy match. So that was my first battle of Clash of the PokeTubers. I'll hopefully get another one up tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. If you guys like this, make sure to mystify that like button. So I shock that sub button. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.